In this film, the protagonists' ordinary lives take a turn when a mutual acquaintance stirs up memories and forbidden desires. The wife acts on these fantasies during her husband's business trip, openly expressing her attraction in front of him. The story unfolds with the priest, the husband, reacting to his wife's activities. The movie starts with Ellie relaxing under an apple tree, plucking a ripe apple after a moment of release. She and her husband Micah discuss grocery shopping during lunch, and later, he expresses his deep feelings in bed. The next morning, Ellie releases a trapped fly, examines herself in the mirror, and enjoys breakfast with Micah. The husband invites his friend Olavi to visit before leaving for the mainland, leaving Ellie to engage in cleaning and gather a bouquet of wildflowers. Ellie struggles to sleep at night, while the priest meets an old friend. Olavi, whom the woman invites over, encounters Micah in the parking lot, and they drive to the priest's house, discussing summer plans. Ellie, observing from the window, joins them on the porch, discovering Olavi knows her parents. Despite 15 years passing, she remembers him. The men inspect the garden, and Ellie retreats indoors. During dinner, Olavi is questioned about his personal life, advised to connect with Lena. After Micah leaves, Olavi inquires about Ellie's father, and her husband shows an old photograph. As night falls, everyone retires. Olavi watches Ellie, and she wakes to strange sounds. The next day, the men swim, discussing Olavi's affair. The priest shares his marital experiences with his friend. Back home, he plays a vinyl record for Olavi, and Micah suggests Ellie to Dan, leading to a fun time for the boys. Ellie, stressed by Olavi's presence, wakes up early for a swim. Her husband promises Olavi will leave soon and rushes to work. Hearing the news, Olavi goes to the window, watching Ellie hang laundry. Later, she prepares dinner, and Olavi joins her for a chat. While cleaning a chair, he suggests a walk, and the couple heads to the coast. Olavi shares details about his work, and they spend time with grazing cows. On the way home, they meet Micah, who mentions inviting Liana over. Olavi cooks dinner, but his mashed potatoes are oversalted, leading to laughter. Before bed, Ellie cares for her face, and Micah seeks attention. The couple has an active night, while Olavi, drinking tea, listens to the sounds from the next room. The next day, Ellie swims again and finds Olavi enjoying the silence, making notes in his notebook upon her return. Ellie suggests her friend listen to her husband's church sermon, and after Mass, Micah bids farewell as he needs to leave for a few days. Outside the church, Ellie talks to Lena, and Olavi accompanies Micah to his car. The priest considers Lena a good match for his friend during their discussion. Micah entrusts his wife to Olavi's care before leaving. The friends agree to meet later, and on the way home, Olavi inquires about Lena. They discuss relationships, sharing smiles, and Olavi uses humor to catch the friends' attention, believing in finding rationality and love in one person. After a walk, Ellie, feeling thirsty, suggests water for Olavi, who eagerly drinks it along with an apple. In the evening, they have a lakeside picnic, returning home when it gets dark. Ellie relieves tension by lying on her bed, reflecting on their walk with Olavi after an early morning swim. Examining a grasshopper, the friends go fishing, and Olavi asks if she's happily married to the priest. Ellie, thinking she is happy, shares how she came to this conclusion. The man believes he shares many similarities with her friend. Upon returning home, Olavi enters the woman's bedroom without knocking. The friend mentions his room is below theirs, expressing a desire to know his friend's wife more intimately. Ellie agrees. As Olavi helps her relax, church guests arrive. They enjoy music and wine before moving the fun to the veranda. A guest later asks the heroine to heat the sauna. Unable to refuse, Ellie finishes heating the sauna and joins Liana and Olavi. While the guys suggest she relax in the steam bath, Ellie declines, uncomfortable with her ex's interest in Liana. Seeking privacy, she retreats to her bedroom, observing her friends enjoying nature later. As night falls, guests, including Olavi, depart, leaving Ellie alone. Olavi returns to his friend's house the next morning, sensing Micah's wife may be upset with him. Ellie, without confirming, invites him for a lake swim. Undressing in front of Olavi, she waits for her friend to join in the cool water. Refreshed, they return to the shore hand in hand. On their way home, Ellie desires to spend time with Olavi in the forest. Upon stopping, they hear loud music from Ellie's house. Mika has returned from a mainland business trip, sharing thoughts and experiences with the congregation. He confides in his family about concerns regarding his purpose. Mika is delighted by a friend's arrival, spending an active evening with his wife. Olavi discreetly observes through the doorway, prompting a desire for relaxation. Afterward, he retreats to his room, overhearing his girlfriend's moans and recalling Ellie's allure. Releasing tension, he finds solace. The next morning, Mika inquires about his friend's plans, unaware of the attraction between him and Ellie. Once the priest departs for work, Ellie suggests a walk to Olavi, who declines, leaving the man offended. Opting for work immersion, Ellie seeks solace in nature. Cooking dinner at home, she's puzzled by the changed dynamic with the guest. Suddenly overwhelmed, Ellie heads upstairs to play the cello, finding it missing from Olavi's room. Immersed in music, she releases pent-up emotions. Later, she takes a walk with her dog in the evening. On her way home, Ellie encounters a friend acting strangely, confessing jealousy and lingering feelings from their past close relationship. She opens up to Olavi about meeting her husband, Mika, realizing she couldn't wait for Olavi forever and chose happiness with another man. Reflecting on the conversation, she decides to clear her mind with a swim. The next morning, Ellie proposes an outing to Olavi, and they go sailing, settling for a picnic in a scenic lakeview clearing. Ellie shows attention to her ex, and they intimately connect in nature. Ellie, not rushing, lets the friend help her release tension before heading home after attaining what she wanted. Mika greets them at home, prompting Ellie to retreat to the bedroom to vent her emotions. Meanwhile, the men chat on the veranda, discussing Mika's life before his marriage to Ellie. The men discuss Mika's pre-marriage life on the veranda. Meanwhile, Ellie freshens up and joins them downstairs. Mika tends to the grill, causing Olavi's frustration with the attention he pays to Ellie, fueling his desire to go to Helsinki. Despite Olavi's discontent, Mika insists the friend stays. After dinner, Mika wants quality time with his wife, leading to Ellie's irritation. Annoyed, she snaps at her husband, expressing fatigue from his constant attention. Ellie seeks solace in a swim to recover, later contemplating her life under the night sky, feeling a pull towards her ex-boyfriend. Back home, she catches Mika in their bedroom, apologizes, and heads to Olavi's room. They share a passionate night, reminiscing about the past until morning. As the sounds quiet down, Mika discovers the open doors, observing the couple in bed, while Ellie freshens up in the kitchen. Ellie refreshed herself in the kitchen before returning to her husband's bedroom, where Mika was already awake. The heroine lay down beside him as Mika stared at the ceiling. Ellie once again sought forgiveness, and the understanding priest reassured her. Later, Mika trimmed the garden trees while Olavi approached, announcing his departure. Despite Mika's suggestion to stay longer, Olavi promised to return and sought forgiveness from the priest. During dinner, Mika's monologue about past travels alarmed Ellie. The priest, sensing tension, took down his shotgun. Mika declared his intention to hunt and travel more, pointing the gun at Olavi, asking if he should pull the trigger. Silence hung in the air until Olavi offered to pay for his actions. Mika, wiping away a tear, proposed duck hunting together. They all went to see off Olavi at the ferry, where he tried to persuade Ellie to join him on the mainland, but she chose to stay with her husband. On the way home, the couple stopped in the woods for Mika to hunt ducks. At night, they embraced, seeking to mend their relationship following Olavi's departure. The next day, the couple engaged in a heartfelt conversation. Mika expressed his desire for Ellie's freedom and happiness, deciding to accept her as she is. The sincere priest encouraged genuine communication. Ellie, however, admitted her fear of being honest with her husband. While Mika headed to work, Ellie found solace in nature. In the evening, they shared moments together, and Ellie chose to give their relationship another chance. Later, she played the cello by an open window during the rain, noticing Mika's return. Going downstairs, she proposed fishing, and Mika agreed. The couple spent the evening on a boat with fishing rods, reminiscent of the 2021 film The Wait.